On August 20, 2024, one of the most shocking accidents recently recorded in the European HVAC and heat pump industry took place. What began as a routine maintenance intervention ended in a tragedy that shocked the entire HVAC sector and sparked an intense debate about the importance of following safety procedures during service work. The conclusions of the official investigation demonstrated that a single mistake made during a pressure test was enough to trigger an explosion with fatal consequences. Welcome to Episode 7 of our series on safety in the air conditioning and heat pump industry. In the video description, you will find the link to access all the episodes in this series, where we analyze real accidents and the technical lessons they have provided for the refrigeration, air conditioning, and heat pump industry. On this occasion, the accident occurred in the town of Konstowice, located in southwestern Poland, during maintenance work on an air-to-water heat pump installed in a single-family home. What initially appeared to be a completely routine repair ended in an extremely violent explosion that killed 2 people, injured several others, and caused significant property damage to nearby homes. Over the following months, this case became one of the most widely studied examples in technical safety training for refrigeration and air conditioning systems throughout Europe. The heat pump involved used R410A refrigerant and had been installed approximately 3 years before the accident. According to the information gathered during the investigation, the unit had experienced recurring failures related to a loss of pressure, a condition that affected its performance and led the owner to request specialized technical assistance to locate the leak and restore the system to normal operating conditions, with no obvious indication of any imminent danger. Everything suggested that it was simply a routine maintenance procedure similar to the work performed every day by thousands of HVAC and refrigeration technicians. While the diagnostic work was underway, the homeowner returned to the property to check on the progress of the repair and speak with the technician about the condition of the unit and the possible causes of the malfunction. Both men remained very close to the outdoor condensing unit installed beside the house while the testing procedure continued. No one imagined that within a matter of seconds, what appeared to be a completely ordinary maintenance operation would become one of the most violent explosions ever recorded in a residential air conditioning system. The explosion was so violent that both men died almost instantly. The technician, approximately 30 years old, was working directly on the equipment, while the 45-year-old homeowner was standing beside him discussing the repair. In addition, one woman suffered severe injuries and had to be evacuated by a medical rescue helicopter, while several other people at the scene required assistance due to the severe psychological impact caused by the accident. The magnitude of the explosion required the deployment of numerous firefighting units, emergency medical services, and police officers to secure the area, assist the victims, control any remaining hazards, and begin the official investigation aimed at determining the exact cause of the accident. The investigation conducted by the Opole District Prosecutor's Office made it possible to reconstruct the sequence of events with great precision. Specialists in refrigeration engineering, fire investigation, materials science, and forensic analysis participated in the investigation, examining the remains of the equipment and all the evidence collected at the scene. The experts ruled out the possibility that the explosion had been caused by a manufacturing defect in the heat pump or by any failure associated with the R410A refrigerant itself. Instead, they concluded that the origin of the accident was a serious mistake committed during the maintenance procedure, thereby ruling out any inherent design flaw in the equipment. According to the investigation, oxygen was used to pressurize the refrigeration circuit during the pressure test, instead of dry nitrogen, which is the gas specified by international standards for performing this type of pressure and leak tightness testing. Although both gases are commonly supplied in industrial cylinders, their chemical properties are completely different. While nitrogen is an inert gas that does not react with the internal components of the refrigeration system, oxygen is a powerful oxidizing agent.
When it came in contact with the compressor lubricating oil under high pressure conditions, an extremely violent chemical reaction occurred, generating an internal explosion capable of completely destroying the compressor's metal housing in only a fraction of a second. The energy released was so great that the steel compressor housing shattered into numerous high-speed metal projectiles. The fragments penetrated the exterior walls of the house, damaged nearby buildings, and one piece of the equipment was found approximately 300 meters from the explosion site, a distance that clearly demonstrates the enormous amount of energy released during the accident. Investigators emphasized that the compressor behaved like a pressure vessel subject to a sudden release of energy, transforming its metal structure into deadly shrapnel capable of causing fatal injuries and severe structural damage in the surrounding area. This behavior clearly demonstrates the enormous danger of using inappropriate gases during pressure testing of refrigeration, air conditioning, and heat pump systems, particularly when lubricating oils and components operating under high pressure are present. The injuries sustained by the two victims were incompatible with life due to the combined effects of the blast wave and the impact of high-speed metal fragments. The explosion occurred within a fraction of a second, leaving absolutely no opportunity for those standing near the equipment to react or evacuate. This case demonstrates that when this type of reaction occurs inside a pressurized refrigeration circuit, the chances of survival for anyone located in the immediate vicinity can be virtually non-existent. After more than 1 year of investigation, the Opole District Prosecutor's Office officially concluded that the cause of the accident was the improper use of oxygen during pressure testing of the refrigeration circuit. After determining that the deceased technician had been the person who performed the incorrect procedure and that no living individual could be held directly criminally responsible for that error, the investigation was officially closed in accordance with Polish law. However, this decision generated controversy, and the family of the deceased homeowner filed legal appeals seeking to establish possible civil or corporate liability arising from the accident, with the objective of determining if there had been failures in work procedures, technical supervision, or the organization of the maintenance activities. From a technical perspective, this accident represents one of the clearest demonstrations of why oxygen must never be used to perform pressure testing or leak detection in refrigeration, air conditioning, or heat pump systems. International standards establish that these procedures must be carried out exclusively using dry nitrogen because of its chemically inert nature. In addition, every technician must carefully verify the identification of the gas cylinder, pressure regulators, hose connections, and work procedures before connecting any gas to the system, since even a simple mistake can have catastrophic consequences. Today, the Konstowitz accident is cited in technical training courses, educational programs, and industrial safety activities as a clear example of the severe consequences that can result from failing to follow the established maintenance procedures for air conditioning, refrigeration, and heat pump equipment. This case has become an important reference for reinforcing the importance of technical training, strict compliance with safety standards, and the correct selection of gases used during service testing procedures. Beyond the human and material losses, this case serves as a reminder that safety in refrigeration depends not only on technical knowledge, but also on the strict observance of established safety practices. A single incorrect decision made during a service intervention can transform a routine maintenance operation into a tragedy with irreversible consequences for technicians, property owners, and the entire community, becoming a lesson that the HVAC industry must never forget and a permanent reminder that every maintenance procedure must always be performed in full compliance with established safety practices.